Hey YouTube, quick video on that credit unit in Whiz that was locked up. This is supposed to be an increment and a decrement unit. So there's a coil here that's still in the game, and there's a coil here that's still in the game. But this would be the drive coil that would increment the unit and give you more credits. And then this would be the one that decrements just one step at a time. And I might be pulling it harder or further now than it would in the game, so I might have skipped 2. But the problem with this unit where it was locked up is on this pivot arm for the decrement side, the decrement lever, this shoulder screw screws into the base plate, it threads in, but then there's also a locking nut on the back. And if you tighten both of these down, you're literally going to pinch those arms and kind of prevent them from moving. Then on top of that, if there was old grease that is solidified, it's going to make the problem even worse. So what would happen is once this would decrement, it wouldn't break and it wouldn't hold that position, and actually just turn this unit into an increment and a full reset. So I don't know if I can replicate that action with one hand, but I'm going to try. I'll probably knock this over a couple times trying, but we have 12 there. So once I pull this down, if this gets stuck, it's the same as holding this lever open and also taking the decrement plunger down. So this should completely slam the unit back to 0. And then once it's stuck in that full reset pattern, it also might not reset right away because that lever is still holding it open and the spring is returning the whole thing. You have no idea how many times I've shot this video because I keep knocking this damn thing over. But the other nice thing about this style of unit, there are slots that we can adjust the position of the wheel and we can get those numbers exactly in the middle, which not all score reels have that, or all credit units have that, so that's pretty nice. The other thing to be aware of are there are 2 pegs on this gear. The switch stack is still in the game, but that mounts up to the top, I think. I'd have to look again. It mounts probably on this side. But this is the 0 position switch, and this is the one that cannot be removed. So when it's at 0, showing a 0 on our face, this should be opening a switch to tell the game that's out of credits, and someone needs to put more money in before you can play. So that's the switch that's been defeated if you have your machine on free play. The other one to be aware of is this post can actually move to a couple different spots, and this one that has a slotted screw head on it is your maximum credit position switch. So as we drive this around, this would keep going up. Let me stand this up again. But that would keep going up the higher number. So now we're about 14, and then this one is now over here because it ratchets up counterclockwise. This one would now be hitting a switch and opening it, which would kill the drive to this coil. That way the unit won't keep driving once it hits that maximum number. And this one has no more numbers printed after 15 actually. But you need to make sure that that switch opens up, because if it doesn't, it's going to keep driving your unit. I got to get this off of the table. It's going to keep driving your unit until that arm actually hits the spring, and then you're going to be kind of bound up there. So make sure that that switch is opening up when your max credit switch hits it, and then your 0 position switch, which is now all the way over here, make sure that that's correctly actuating that switch as well.